Welcome back. One Texas Police Department sending a clear message to anyone who harms law enforcement. Justice will be served. 19-year-old Eddie Alberto Miller was arrested using a very handcuff that belonged to the deputy he suspected of killing. The fallen deputy, 30-year-old Kareem Atkins, was fatally shot in an ambush outside a Houston bar in October. He leaves behind a wife, a 2-year-old daughter, and a newborn baby. 2 other deputies were injured in the attack. Here now to react, Mark Herman, Constable for Harris County Precinct 4. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us today. Sir, I just want to ask you, have we confirmed that this was an ambush, and what are the charges now for this guy?
Yeah, I can tell you, from the beginning of this incident, a couple days after the actual shooting, I was brought in by the detectives working the case with the Houston Police Department. I was briefed on it, and I can tell you with 100% certainty it was an ambush. These individuals were shot from the back in the course of trying to make an arrest, and so there's no doubt it was an ambush, and it was an attack on law enforcement.
You know, sir, clearly he's a coward. He's shooting cops in the back. Have y'all been able to talk with this guy? What was his motivations? What was his beef with law enforcement? Or is this just a part of the growing conversation of the anti-cop rhetoric going out there?
Yeah, well, I'll just say that we reclused ourselves from the investigation. The Houston Police Department handled the investigation. I have been privy to some information when they did arrest him. But I really don't want to go into that. But I can tell you that for the last several years, I've been in this business for 36 years. For the last 3 years, I have seen almost nothing but just 100% from mainstream media demonizing police and trying to pit our communities against the police. And I can tell you this incident here has basically reaffirmed with me that we're far from being divided. The American people love their police. The outpour of support from this incident, we've had officers from as far as New York come down and attend the funeral services, phone calls, emails. The American people are smart people. They need their police, and we need our communities.
You know, the American people, especially the great folks of my home state of Texas, they support law enforcement. Deputy Constable, I got to ask you, how is the family of Deputy Constable Atkins?
Yeah, I was with his widow 2 days ago, Nadia, and they have 2 beautiful kids. One's 7 months, one's 2 years old. They're not old enough for this to resonate with them. But Nadia is holding up best to be expected. I can tell you a lot of organizations, the Houston 100 Club, and just too many to name here on TV, have come to aid her financially, which she will need. And but she's holding up best to be expected, and she will always be a member of our agency from now on.
You know, I only got about 10 seconds, Constable, but how are those other deputies that were injured in the attack? Have they made a full recovery, or do they have a long way to go?
Yeah, Deputy Garrett, who was beside Atkins when he was shot, he also got shot in the same manner. He's still in intensive care. He has been since the shooting. He's touch and go day by day in the hospital. Deputy Bartham has been released. He's at home recovering and doing physical therapy.
Thank you, Constable Mark Herman from the great state of Texas. Thank you, sir.